The River and Me, Mrs. Erickson's 2009-10 class. Like the river, I have changed in many ways too. However, I have not changed as much on the outside as I have on the inside. This year, the knowledge in my head has probably doubled this year. Even too much to go into details, but here's a start. Before I moved here, I didn't have a lot of know-how about technology, computers. Now half my brains are full of it, plus I have made a robot. How wonderful is that? Besides learning about the technology of the future, I have learned about the history of China and many other things. I've also learned a lot in specials. In art, I've learned sculpting. In PE, I shot my first basket. I had to learn how to work faster. I really learned a lot in 4th grade. I feel sad knowing that this is the last time I will be coming down the river. Many things have changed throughout the year, but another thing that has changed greatly is me. With all these trips to the river, I have come to appreciate nature's beauty even more, and I have a place to come when school gets stressful. I think that coming to the river was a wonderful learning experience for me and my classmates, and I wish I could continue to visit the river throughout my life. In the past 10 months, a lot has changed. I've changed too. One change is that I've gotten faster at math. Another is that I am more independent because I push myself more. One last thing is that I challenge myself more, like when I am on the track, I try to go farther. The river has meant a lot because it gives me a new experience. I have also become a better writer because of more inspiration. Also, the river is like a retreat where I can write away from the world. I think the river has made a new experience to remember and has helped me learn more. I have grown taller this year. I have become smarter. I have learned to be a good writer. I have become better at math. Going to the river has helped me become a better writer. It has changed my point of view of the world by calming me down and showing me how beautiful the world is. It has taught me how to become peaceful. The river flows calmly now, with wrinkles floating down its path. The water bugs splash and dance on the water like little kids at the beach. The tree branches dip down like arms from heaven. The river is the world to little life. Over the past year, I've changed a lot. I've become a better reader, writer. I've become better at math and every other subject. I've become taller. I've actually grown almost 2 inches in the last 8 months. I've become more independent, more responsible. I've changed a lot in a good way. Going to the river has meant a lot to me. It's been one of my favorite things I've done this year. One thing I love about it is every time we come to the river, we see lots of changes. It's been a great experience for me, and I'll always remember doing it. The river is a great place that is just behind the school. I will miss the river a lot, and I hope my 5th grade teacher takes us down there. I will write a poem about what I will miss. I will miss. I will miss the tree against my back. I will miss the dirt against my bottom. I will miss the rushing of the water. I will miss the carelessness I achieved down here. I will miss watching for Frog Island. I will miss the whole river. I have changed because I have gotten a little bit taller, I have become smarter, and me, along with my classmates, have started going through puberty. Going to the river is kind of fun because you get to go to a peaceful place, even though it is still school. I think I've changed this year because I've become better at writing, and the river probably helped that a lot. The river meant a lot to me by making me a much better writer. That's how the river impacted me. I have changed during the river period because I have bonded with some of my classmates more than I would have without the river. It has changed the way I look at nature. The river means so much to me. It means that in school we can get away from the rush. It also means that we are lucky because we have a river behind our school. Some other schools have a small stream, but we have the beautiful Assabet River. The river and everything in it means a lot to me. I've changed a lot over the year. I used to live on Cape Cod, and in my neighborhood, I had no one to play with after my homework or on the weekend. Since I've moved to Concord, I have a classmate to play with and other kids to ride bikes with or just hang out. Now I am never bored on the weekend or after my homework. Why I love coming to the river is that I love to see the nature here and how the river has changed. Also, I like to express my feelings in writing at the river. I have changed to be a better writer. I can observe this better and I can improve my writing. I have also become better at math, especially division. Going to the river has meant a lot to me, and I am very sad that this is going to be my last time down here. It has meant a lot to me because I love sitting quietly in my spot and writing all the things I am seeing and hearing. I love that everyone can read over our work and feeling the same way that we feel when we are down at the river. Going to the river has meant a lot to me because I experienced new things. I experienced giving observations about a river. I also experienced writing poetry about a river and writing stories. Just like the river has changed, I have changed. At first, going to the river was boring, but now it's like a routine. I love coming here and I will miss the river so much next year. I love writing about the river. I have seen the Assabet where I think no one else in this class has seen it, which was on the way to a hockey rink where I saw where the river starts. This was my favorite thing to do during the year. In some ways, I have changed a lot over the year. I realized how much I like going to the river. Going to the river has meant a great deal to me. I love finding things. I remember when the huge tree fell and Mr. Egan showed us what we think was a raccoon hole. I will never forget what a great time I had at the river. During the storm, I was worried about the river. I felt like it was a part of me. I always used to not like the river, but now it is one of my favorite things. I am now very fond of the river, unlike I was at the beginning of the year. I will definitely miss the river when I go to 5th grade. The river of happiness, peace, and love flows within the tunnel made for it. It never complains, never is mean, and yet it is not an equal. We throw trash in it, it does not to us. It is fertile and happy itself, but it still needs food too, and love is its food. I think I've really changed by becoming a better writer by using more descriptive words. I think going to the river has been a really good experience because I've never been able to do this in my life, and this is what it meant to me. Coming then, staying for a while, then, very sadly, leaving. A warm blanket covers the world surrounding me. Birds sing a lullaby. The river is calm with ripples once more. It is my last time here, and tears collide on the water's surface. I will miss the calm waters of my fourth home, the Assabet, but I have a whole new world waiting to be explored. The river was once cold, now it is quite warm. I must leave this place, but I have changed with the calm of the Assabet. The river is my heart, the river is my soul. It means much to me, but it has changed, and so have I. We are now on our separate paths to life. I have changed this year by learning new things and making new friends. The river has been a type of retreat for me, a place to get away from the busy world. I soon will leave, but everything here will stay to be liked for more generations. I have seen a lot of changes through the river over the years. I have also changed a little. I used to think that the river was pretty pointless. Now I enjoy my time here greatly. I have become a better writer. Going to the river for me means peace, quiet, and chances to show your feelings about the great outdoors. The river has changed a lot over the year. So have I. Going to the river has meant a lot to me. It makes me know what it's like to sit down and look at bugs, listen to birds, and really notice what is around me. I liked having another nearby place to just forget everything and think.